Today on the DNVR pregame show, we have a new Ralphie, finally. Also, George Helow joins the show, and potentially even more guests. Should be a big one. Hang out with us. Let's go!
Squad Pod.
Let's go. We're back, baby. Welcome into the DNVR pregame show for Colorado versus Wyoming. We are presented by our friends over at Coors Light and Game Time. Download the Game Time app. Use that promo code BUFFS, BUFFS. You'll get $20 off your first purchase, and also you get Coors Light delivered straight to your door when you go to CoorsLight.com/DNVR.
I'm going to call it right now. This is going to be a great show.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Do
yeah.
you remember how great the show was our first time back in the team room?
Yeah.
This is our first time back in the team hotel. It's
Facts.
going to be great.
Facts.
I kind of woke up feeling that way, that today was going to be a legiondary show, be one of those. And everything that's happened since I woke up has just only confirmed that.
Let's go.
Including smelling sneezes.
All,
Do you want to explain yourself?
Oh, we're going right into that, huh? All right.
I mean, so.
Hold on. I gotta set the stage here. I'm talking to Scotty earlier because Scotty's a quiet sneezer,
Yeah.
and I just asked him,
By
I was
choice, by the way,
Yeah.
like purposefully a quiet season.
and so I asked him, I was like, when you're alone, do you sneeze louder? And he's like, nah, I always keep it in. I was like, huh, it's interesting. Like when I'm at the crib, I just let it rip.
Let it rock.
Like just sneeze away. And then he was like, yeah, you ever smelled a sneeze? Actually, he said, you ever smelled?
you said it right.
He said, you ever smelt sneeze? I said, what? Yeah, I don't like that smell.
It's an awful smell. It's the smell that, a smelly smell. A smelly smell. But not for real, man. Sneezes have a smell, man. And again, if you know, you know. And if you don't, you're probably looking at me like I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? You knew what I was talking about.
I knew what you were talking about.
Thank you.
I agree with what you're talking
Yeah.
about. And I'm still looking at you crazy. Like, it's all these things are true at the same time. I'm just glad you sneezed the other direction.
And I got to, because I don't want y'all to be smelling my sneeze. I don't want to smell my sneeze.
We don't want to smell your
Nobody
sneeze.
should be out here smelling sneeze because it's not a good smell.
He's a sneeze
It's a smelly
smeller.
smell. So,
All right. On a day this big, that's what we led with.
Yeah, welcome
Let
into the show,
history show
everyone.
it.
Yeah, we have a new Ralphie. We'll get to talking about that. We're going to have some guests. Coach Helo stopping by to talk Colorado's next superstar. We'll find out. New Ralphie. Big news today that came out earlier this morning. Ralphie 7. We do not have a name yet, but we're going to find that out before she runs. No?
No, as is tradition,
Okay.
the name will be bestowed upon Ralphie 7 after her first run by her handlers.
Yeah. And she is not indifferent to running.
So, a lot of people are saying I'm number one Ralphie insider. I don't know if that's the truth.
people are saying, bro.
But people are saying that. And if I were the number one Ralphie insider, what I would say is that I got a chance to see her run.
Ooh.
And she hauls ass.
Hell yeah.
Not indifferent to running is putting it very lightly. If I was the number one Ralphie insider, that is what I would think and say.
That's so fire, bro. Because I was telling you a little bit before the show. Like, obviously, this past season was my first year covering the team, and I didn't get to experience, what the tradition of like what Ralphie is really about with those, electric runs. And I'm really excited to see Ralphie 7 get after it tomorrow. I think, like you said, based on what I've seen and heard, like it's going to be an electric atmosphere, and might just be what this team needs. Just a little, just a little jolt, a little something extra to get the boys going and whatnot. And I think this could potentially be it.
After seeing her run, allegedly, I think I've settled on a name for her.
What's your pick?
Fireball. Just shot out of a cannon like a fireball, leaving, flames in her trail.
I love it.
There were so many fire names thrown out there. That's definitely one of them.
Yeah, where did that rank on your rankings
Well,
list?
originally I was like, I think they're going to stay away from actual name brands, but now I just don't care. Name her Fireball.
I think you missed a perfect opportunity
What?
to double down, or probably triple down for you, on dime time. Like, it's going to stick somewhere. You just got to keep putting it out there.
Throw it at every wall. See if it sticks to one of them.
Eventually somebody goes like, damn, that's a great name.
A couple people did,
It was close.
But hey, I know when to turn off the oxygen.
Yak was my one. Short for cognac.
Yeah,
That'd
Yak
be
would have
so
gone
fire.
crazy.
I'm going so crazy.
She loves to run, though. I think it's a lock to see at least some handlers' hats fly off in the run tomorrow.
I would say that as well. Now,
So
there's practice players and there's game players.
Yeah.
We got to find out how
Yeah,
she
true.
shines on the big stage.
I am not a Ralphie insider,
Yeah.
but I'm a handler insider.
Ooh.
I asked the handlers last year after a couple of the subpar runs. I said, give it to Uncle Neely straight. Do you find yourself helping Ralphie by knocking your hat off? They said, absolutely.
They put that thing on
It's all in the
real loose.
perception. It's all in the perception. You're doing this, cheek to cheek as they call it, and you just knock the head off. It looks like you're running faster.
I thought you were going to ask them if they thought you could run with the old Ralphie.
The old Ralphie's final performance, absolutely yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because they started about on the 10
Finished on the 11.
after standing with an open gate for 10 seconds.
But we're past that. We are past that.
We are.
You don't understand how I'm a believer that everything affects everything. And a new Ralphie changes the vibes, just changes the vibes.
Definitely.
Changes the energy that exists around the football program. So this is not nothing to me.
In front of a sold-out crowd at Folsom
Yeah.
Field tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm with you. I believe everything touches everything. I believe energy is contagious and spreads. And I think that Ralphie 7 going out, getting that crowd fired up, and then the team coming out is going to transfer to the team.
Love that.
Folsom's
I
going
believe
to
it.
explode tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, so be in your seats on time,
Yes.
ready to go. I already told Allie, I'm like, we are leaving the tailgate 30 minutes before we need to.
Hell yeah.
Speaking
Which is
of,
always 30 minutes before you needed to.
Exactly.
So now we're an hour before we need to.
Yep.
Speaking of, pull up to the tailgate tomorrow.
Facts.
Come hang out with us. Come grab some drinks and some vibes.
Coors Light?
Hang with the squad. Hell yeah, let's do it. Pull up.
It's going to be a blast and an extended tailgate. If you see me, taking advantage of the extended tailgate too much, just tap me on the shoulder and be like, hey, mix in a water.
Ladies and gentlemen, should that happen, that will be a wasted tap. It's not backing down.
I forgot to send this to you guys last night, but I'll show you here. You wanted Mr. Krabs, Ralphie? What about Buffalo costume? Or Mr. Krabs RK? Buffalo costume RK.
We got to do it. That's do it.
How much have you looked into actually getting one of those?
I thought about it for a second, and then I felt like it was getting just way too close to like being a furry.
That's where my mind was
Yeah,
just
so
going.
I pulled the plug on it pretty
Well,
quick.
just get it where it's your face. Get the head cover,
Right.
but it's you. Versus
That might be even
Just a
crazier.
full
it's
body
crazier,
one.
but we won't get assaulted at a convention.
All right, while we wait for our guests to show up, how was practice this week, Unc? What'd you see?
Energetic, the right tone, the right attention to detail. Coach Prime has focused this week consistency translating into accountability. Said that starts with him through the other coaches and the players as well. And I think that's what you saw, at practice. You see it in the film sessions. You see it in the meeting rooms, the position unit meeting rooms. There's none of this pointing fingers like, Scotty, you messed up. That's your fault. You have Scotty standing up and saying, that's mine, that's mine. The people ownership now. And when you get that kind of ownership and accountability, it's easier to solve the problem. Yeah. It's easy to address it, get it fixed, and go out there. Because one thing about this Wyoming team, I know people looking at it like, hey, you playing little bro. This is a tough-ass team.
Yes, it
like,
is.
they're not coming in here to lay down or not prove a point. They got guys that want to go to the next level. They got guys with NFL grades.
For sure.
They have coaches there who coached here before, who have something to prove as well. So there's a lot of human dynamic stories to this, as well as just the physical aspect in the trenches. You saw what they were doing with Utah. We have to be dialed up for this one. Like we can't take a snap, a possession, a quarter, a series, anything for granted with this team.
Yep.
One thing I want to say on it before we bring our guest on, and hopefully this is something that the team understands, is there are 18 players on Wyoming's roster from the state of Colorado. They want to come down here and beat this team badly, just like a Colorado State would. And so that's like, that first year against Colorado State, I feel like we might have taken lightly how intense
The rivalry
that rivalry was.
Yeah.
But this is obviously not to that level of that rivalry. But those guys, I'm sure a lot of them, if not all of them, didn't get an offer from Colorado, and they want to come prove something.
Man, great point. I hadn't considered that or known that tidbit. But here's something I did pick up on since Houston to now. As a guy from Mississippi, I didn't realize Wyoming was at a higher elevation than us.
Yep.
You know, we're normally playing people where there's our advantage. They're coming down to play us
I know that
by
either.
about 2,000 feet.
Wow.
It's
That's crazy, actually.
the mountains.
Yeah. Did not know that.
It's windy.
I do know our guest is here.
Our guest is here.
He happens to be my first cousin, but that's not why he's here. He's here because he is a hell of a coach and a great human being. We got George Helow joining us. I told Coach Helow at practice today that the chat has been lobbying for us to name the show after him.
Yes.
That's how bad they missed him. They wanted the Helow show.
They want it to be called the Helo concept.
What's up, Coach?
I don't know about that. Better defense for that to happen.
That's accountability. We were just
Yeah.
talking about that. Coach,
That's right. How you guys doing?
Welcome to the
Good
show,
to be
man.
here.
Yeah, great to
Good
see you
be
again,
here,
man.
brother.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Coach.
Yep.
Coach, I started off, since we got back from Houston, one that got away from us there. What have you worked on particularly with your guys, and have you seen that ripple back through the entire defense this week?
Yeah, so like you were just talking about, total accountability across the board. You know, when you come back from a game like that, and it's hard because not all of it's bad. So you've got to take the positives from it, and then the things that went wrong in the game. Where was the breakdown? What was it? Was it schematics? Or was it technique and fundamentals? And, for us at times as a position group, there was a combination of both. And, you get back to the drawing board for the schematics. What's the best way to play this? Same thing, just in terms of technique and fundamentals. Coach Prime talked about, tackling earlier in the year. There's a lot of teams, throughout college football, and you see they, struggle with tackling. You got to get back to thudding the runner, not letting them run through the defense, whether it's a scout team period or it's a team period. And I think we've done a tremendous job of doing that. Also, with the practice setup this week, Wednesday and Thursday, great, night practices, real intense practices, real physical practices. So, but, just like you were talking about a minute ago, Neely, you don't sit there, you don't point fingers, you don't play the blame game. We don't do that here. We accept it for what it is. And then, the two losses that we have, you got to put it in perspective. You look at, Ohio State, they won the national championship last year, two lost teams. You look at Notre Dame, they played in the national championship. They fumbled the ball early in the year to Northern Illinois. So, things happen, but it's like the old saying in Proverbs, this too shall pass. The good doesn't always stay the good. The bad doesn't always stay the bad. And we're looking to rebound this week, reset, and just go, on a path that's the right way.
Love that.
On a much more exciting note, Alexander McPherson has been awesome for you so far. What have you seen from him in these early stages of his career, and where do you think that career is headed?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a good career for Alexander. He's a great young man, hard worker, does all the things right. It's funny because, his uncle, Randy McPherson's old South Georgia head football coach for a long time. I've known him for a long time. And, Alexander just plays the game the right way. At a lot of places that I've been in the past, there's been freshmen, Ruben Hippolyte, I had him at Maryland, 4th round pick to the Bears, and Junior Colson, freshman All-American, 3rd round pick, starts at linebacker for the Chargers. He's going to be, one of those guys along with London that with the more comfortable he gets, the more he's going to play. Houston game, he started off really fast. He hit the quarterback 4 times, had a half sack, had a tackle for loss on an all-out blitz that we had on a big 3rd down play. Also, he's made a big difference in the kicking game versus Delaware. He goes in, blocks the punt, which was, obviously a big play in the game, and then got his reps on defense in that game. So he's going to play a lot more. You get what you earn in practice around here. So if you practice well, you're going to play. But, with Samo being out, there's just opportunity for these 2 young freshmen along with London Merritt to come in and do a good job.
Coach, only 4 sacks on the season for you guys so far, and I think Martavius has one, Tawfiq has like a half or something. But this kind of happened last year, where it was like a slow start. BJ and Coach Sapp talked about it. Sacks come in bunches. I guess just what's the state of the group right now? How much better can they get? With their feet under them. 4 games in now.
Yeah, the sky's the limit. The first thing that we got to do a better job of, I got to do a better job of, is stopping the run on early downs, because you got to earn the right to rush the passer. So on first and second down, we got to create negative plays to where we're, 3rd and 8 plus. Right. And then, we can get funky and have fun on third down. But you've got to stop the run. We've got to build a run wall. We've put a huge emphasis on that past couple weeks, strike and block, staying square, setting edges, and not creating seams. And that comes with some of the early talking points that we were talking about, making sure we're tackling well, playing good scheme, playing with really good technique and fundamentals.
Coach, you mentioned Coach Prime's mantra: if we don't see it at practice, you won't see it at the game. Like, it has to happen at practice and happen consistently. I can always hear your voice, and like you call London's name or not. And it's not that like he's doing something bad, but like you're coaching him up, like you pay attention to the details out there. Talk to us about the details of seeing it in practice. We go to a game, you're in the game, and then what's the evaluation like for the game to make changes? Because sometimes it just doesn't turn loose in the game.
Yeah, well, every game's different. I tell the guys that, like, there's substitution opportunities. Mm-hmm. Sometimes teams are going tempo. You can't sub unless they sub. Sometimes you think it's going to be a game where you create negative plays on first and second down, and then you don't have the opportunities to get in packages like dime and rush the passer. As far as your question, though, Neely, like, you do your best job as a coach to give them the looks that we're going to see on Saturday. So when you look at Wyoming, all right, well, like in the run game, what do? They're a zone stretch team. They run some gap scheme. They mix it in. So throughout the week, we're trying to mix some of that in. Okay, well, what have teams on the flip side hit us on? What are those plays? Okay, so you try to show them these are some of the repeat plays. All right, how did we play this the right way? How did we play this the wrong way? Okay, well, we're running up the field right here. When you run up the field as an edge guy, it gives up vertical seams in the defense. Okay, so how do we fix that? Are our eyes in the right spot? Are they on the tip of the tackle? Guy blocks down, I'm down. Okay, what's our stance like? Do we have false steps? Do we have any wasted movement? The nice thing this year, too, is during the game, so all these guys have gotten live reps. Quincy Wiggins has gotten live reps, a lot of them. You're able to go back on the sideline, and you've got your little tablet iPad, and you can show them right there. So, everybody talks about the in-game adjustments at halftime and that being a big deal, which it is, but we're making these in-game adjustments throughout the game with this new tool that we had, and this is the second year going on it, so it's been nice.
You mentioned Quincy there. Just wanted to ask about his development and like how far he's come, especially since you've gotten to know him.
Yeah, come a long way, right? I was here last year, and he was a guy that very limited reps. Maybe they were at the end of the game. I don't know how much he played at all, but had a really good fall camp and played in the Georgia Tech game. I think he had a half sack too, or a full sack, whatever it was, on that play. And then Sam O had one on the next one with the holding call. We should have been off the field there. But Q is a really good young man, and I'm really proud of him, and I think he's going to keep going this way.
Yeah.
So,
Coach, the quarterback run, it's just been an issue for the team. Can you how difficult is it trying to manage that? You're not the only team who struggles with that. Just playing 11 on 11.
Quarterback run's a big thing. You're playing on 11 football. So we talk about, doing our job, and your job is to whip the guy's butt across from you. Yeah. So when they're running the quarterback, somebody's got to win their one-on-ones. And, we've got to play with better pad level and hand strike and get off blocks and knock the guy backwards. It's funny, we're playing Wyoming, but when I was back at Colorado State coaching the safeties, we played Wyoming too, and Josh Allen was the quarterback there. And we thought they were going to spin the ball going into the game because you're looking at him, he's chucking the ball 65 yards, and they come out and start running track A power. So, but he's gone on to have an unbelievable career.
He's done all right, yeah.
Yeah, and y'all have talked about the mentality of this team. They're going to come in with that attitude and effort, and we've got to go beyond and match that and start the game off really fast. And I'm very confident we're going to do that.
Coach, you touched on something a little while ago. We talked about what you prepare for, and it's one thing to prepare for what you've seen from them before. How much reverse engineering do you do where you say, well, this is what I would do if I was facing me because I've seen these gaps in what we're performing?
No, that's really true, and it's funny because you know, I have relationships with many of the guys on the offense. Brett Bartoloni and me, you know, sometimes talk because, you know, he coaches tight ends. I'm coaching the edge guys. So our guys, we do some group periods that you've seen, Neely, where we're working on, you know, base reach cutoff. Yeah, and getting after it at practice. But I'll ask him, you know, hey, what would you do if we were to line up in this front versus this or versus that? And I think, like, at a lot of other schools that I've been at with very smart coaches on the other side of the ball, it's asking them. You know, it's asking the receivers coach, what do you think we're going to get in the pass game? It's asking the tight ends coach because he's connected to the run and the pass every play. Hey, what would you do versus this, and why would you do it that way? What, you know, do you see negative about our position? Do we give anything away on pressures, looks, and all that? So it's just overall self-scout.
Last one for me. I feel a real like sense of urgency in your voice today. Do you feel like that's a real theme?
You know,
of
I mean, no one likes getting their butt kicked. You know, and everybody should be ticked off about it. You know I am. You know, high achievers don't like mediocre people, and mediocre people don't like high achievers. You know, I've been part of 8 championships before. You know, 2 national championships, an ACC, SEC, 2 Big Ten championships, 2 Cotton Bowl championships as a player, and I'm not given my resume on the, but when you're around stuff like that, you have very high expectations and standards, and it's not okay to lose. It's not okay to not fix the problems that have gone on, and you know, I'm ready to get it right, and I'm looking forward. I know the players are ready to get it right, which gives me very good energy and passion and enthusiasm, and I'm looking forward to it. And that's what you like as a competitor, because it doesn't always go your way. All right, it doesn't always go your way in life or football, and there's more to scheme. There's more to technique and fundamentals. It's the day-to-day life. It's putting your arm around, you know, your players and saying, hey, man, I believe in you, and we are going to get it done this week. You are going to be the guy to make the play. We are going to be the group to change the play. And I really just am looking forward to going, you know, into this game with my group, with our group of guys, and playing a really technique, fundamentally sound game, but high effort, high energy, high passion, high enthusiasm.
I love it, man.
Got me hyped up.
Yeah, no, me too.
Appreciate you, man.
Thanks.
Yeah. Coach, always,
You
you know,
guys are
you're
great,
welcome
man.
to come on the show anytime. It
Yes,
is
sir.
the George Helow show, so we appreciate having
All
you,
right,
bro.
appreciate you.
My man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Take
it,
care,
Coach.
guys.
Yep.
Thank you,
Have a good
Coach.
one.
You got to just love when somebody's pissed off. He's pissed off.
He is, as he should be.
But it's a controlled rage, and I think, you know, one of the things I think that fans, because of the barriers, if you will, between, you know, being able to see everything that happens, we think we're madder than they are, right? Like, oh, I'm pissed off we lost that game. Well, just think how the people who went through summer 1 and summer 2 and 4 weeks of fall camp feel. Like, they're mad too, and they turn that anger into accountability. Let's look what happened. Let's fix it.
Yeah. No,
You just got to love that.
that was, you know, if you're a fan who was frustrated about last week or whatever, and you just watch that, you feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because you ain't the only one mad.
Exactly. So that was awesome from Coach Helow. And back to back, we've got our guy here, Alejandro Mata.
What's up?
I got to tell you, you maybe have heard, but we got a chance to meet your dad and your uncle last week at the tailgate, and it was an absolute pleasure, man. Those guys are awesome.
I've heard that a lot lately. He's been meeting a lot of people lately.
He's a superstar then, huh?
He is.
Yeah, he is. He is.
He wears his Mata shirt.
all the time.
Yeah.
Did you always have the junior on the back of your? Okay.
It's so first year I didn't, but then second year I did.
Why'd you decide to add it?
Well, when I got my citizenship, they gave me the option to change my name. So at the time, my full name was Alejandro Manuel Mata Lecona. So I had 2 last names. And what I did was take out the second last name, which is my mom's side, and then I just added junior at the end.
Nice.
Yeah.
What up, June?
Yeah, what's up?
You got it. In Mississippi, you know, if you're a junior, your nickname is June.
Oh, okay.
June, Deuce, you know,
Sopranos too, Uncle June.
Uncle June. Yeah.
A lot of
There you
stuff's
have it.
making a lot more sense now.
You know, I can't wait for tomorrow morning you guys to see a clip. We were at practice today, and
Oh no.
we're just messing around with the mic, you know, doing mic check, and all of a sudden, Andre Gerard snatches the mic and interviews Mata about his hygiene and what soap he prefers and what body wash. And it is like 90 seconds of pure damn gold. You know,
No, it's great.
Looking forward to it.
That's great. How long should a shower last, according to y'all? Like, let's say you got somewhere to be. Like, you know, it's
Somewhere to be. I'm 5 minutes.
5
in and
minutes or
out,
less, yeah.
okay. So, see, I'm
yeah.
good.
I know you. I didn't debate your answers.
I know you didn't, but you were saying that the people are gonna think I'm nasty.
Oh no, they are when they see this clip.
No chance. No
They are
chance.
when they see this clip.
No chance. I take my hygiene very seriously.
What are you about, Unc? Shower
Well, I told Mata, I said one song is mandatory.
Yeah.
So that's
I like
5 to
that.
6 minutes. And I said, if I'm feeling it, you know, I might go another song.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm usually a YouTube
Like you're playing
video.
a song, like music while you're in the shower.
Yeah, I got I got
have
the hey Alexa, and it's playing. You know, I'm gonna be in there one song. Just,
I feel like I put on the performance of a lifetime today when I was getting ready.
You got an encore and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
but they're gonna nail
I
Mata
think my
on.
neighbors were like hitting the wall. They weren't telling me to shut up. They were like, "That was great. Keep going." Yeah.
What they're gonna nail Mata on is his shampoo conditioner answer, as well as his 2-for-1 soap. Because here's the thing: if your
Oh,
soap,
no.
if your soap is 2 for 1, you ain't got either.
No. See, that's where you got it wrong. So my shampoo is 2-in-1. It's shampoo and conditioner. Then my soap is just regular body wash at the facility. But then at home, I have an actual.
We're gonna see when
bar
the video
soap.
drops, Mata. Like,
right.
people gonna be concerned. That's all I'm saying.
all right.
But they're gonna love your kicking because your kicking has been phenomenal. You know, special teams I think has been the bright spot of this team. You know, Coach Pollock has taken it over and really coached it up. Got athletes, got players. You guys out there making plays.
No, yeah. I mean, it makes it easy when you have a guy like Damo in the room, where you know he makes everybody better. Not as in like just the punters, like you know competing against each other, but his attitude towards everything. Like he's always a happy guy. He's always positive. So it makes you want to go to practice. It makes you want to go like you know actually hang out with him for the rest of the day. It's great.
The way that people talk about him, it feels like he's the one who's been here all along.
For real.
And everyone else isn't. What is it about him that, like, I don't know, makes him feel like he's been here forever?
I don't know, to be honest. It's probably just the fact that, you know, Mark was here and then just having another Aussie, you know, talks the same way, acts the same way, same type of like attitude and everything about everything. It's just like having a pro, you know, so it's great.
Have you like talked to him about Australian rules football? Like, has he taught you the rules and stuff?
We're actually watching the game tonight. It's Collingwood. If they win, they go into the championship. So
It's a pretty cool game to watch,
it's a
honestly.
really fun game to watch.
Do you have any thoughts of playing that? No.
It looks too hard, way too hard, and a lot of conditioning, and that's definitely
You
not
got to
my
run
part.
it quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, not my strength. That's for sure.
You know, Mata, it's been a pleasure being with you since Jackson State to here, but as all things do, they come to an end. The sun is setting on your collegiate career, and I just wonder, you know, we had Mate, and we go Mate 2.0. Have you been looking out there in the portal for a Mexican to come on board?
I have not.
Mata, what are you doing, man?
I'm mentoring the guys that we have on the team right
None of them
now.
are Mexican.
What have you seen from those guys, though? You know, Daniel, who else is there? I mean,
It's
obviously
Buck. Well, Buck's leaving with me.
Elliot.
Elliot and Stoy as well.
Yeah, what have you seen from them?
No, they're great kids, obviously, but like as players, they have a lot of potential. They have the potential to be just as good, if not better than me. I'm gonna be just serious when I say that.
Could you maybe teach them Spanish?
See, I've tried, you know, but no good.
We
That's
had
the one thing I missed.
we had another kicker from Mexico before you. His name was
Really?
Diego Gonzalez.
Oh, sure.
He was awesome.
Is that the guy you were about to fight me over? Not literally. Because here's the conversation. It might not have been that guy. You're like, Neely, I get it. Coach Prime is bringing his luggage, but he can't bring a kicker because we love our kickers.
No.
And it's like, he loves his motto, man. I'm telling you.
He's regretting that now, huh?
That wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. But no, Diego was when I was in school, so a long time ago.
Mata, let me ask you this. You look at that Utah matchup. They're in the Big 12 with us, and we got to play them. They played Wyoming. We're about to play Wyoming. Close game in the first half.
Right.
Utah missed some field goals in that game. You know, And if the game flows the same, you'll have those same kind of opportunities. Is this one of those games that you're looking forward to, those kind of opportunities? Do you still just let the game come to you as it comes?
I mean, obviously, I prefer PATs over field goals for the sake of the team. But I'm not complaining about a couple field goal attempts because obviously I'm trying to win the Lou Groza. So hopefully, as many attempts as I can get, I can, take advantage of it.
You can just tell like the third team offense in a blowout, like, hey, come on, stall out around the 30 for me.
Like I'm hoping on fourth down they go like field goal, and I'm like, yes, let's go, let's go. Well, no, it's never happened. It's not gonna happen.
I believe Wyoming leads the country in blocked field goals with 3. Is that something that, like, when you are going through the week, you watch on tape to kind of like see what they're doing, and you as a unit, you guys come up with counters to that sort of thing?
I wouldn't. So yes, we do watch the film on that, but we don't come up with counters. Like we have a scheme and we stick to it. And we believe in the protection that I have. I believe in the guys up front protecting me, and well, yeah, like, I mean, we definitely saw the film. We saw the D tackle that, he gives his effort on a field goal block. That's for sure. I'm not worried about it, though. We're good.
When it comes to stuff like that, is it mostly like you said, is it scheme that creates blocks, or is it mostly just,
Straight
execution?
Effort. Yeah, just effort. Field goal blocks, they come straight from effort. So it's people take it as a playoff, because it's a PAT. Right. They just scored on us. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to give it my all, but no, if you give the effort, you have a pretty high chance of blocking it.
So you see what happened to our Broncos on Sunday?
Oh, my God.
I was feeling for y'all. Feeling for y'all.
So brutal.
Especially with Will Lutz. Like, he doesn't miss those.
I know.
He's a great kicker. He wouldn't miss that any other day. It's just a...
Well, and then there's the penalty on
that
leverage.
That was bull. I'm not going to lie. That was bull. I don't agree with that call, but not my call to make.
Yeah, I was going to say, you'd take it if it was you getting 15 yards.
Oh, for sure. For sure. No doubt. No doubt.
He throw his own flag. Mata, talk about let's get outside of special teams, because you were viewed as a leader on this team. You're one of the senior guys in Coach Prime organization. Talk about the vibe of the team overall coming off that Houston loss, and wanted to get back on the right track. What's the energy been like this week?
Man, we should go wake up. We're a lot better team than what we're playing. A lot of better team than what we're practicing, and we just got to show it. We just got to come together. Offense got to do the offense thing. Defense got to do their thing. Special teams, we just got to keep going the way we are. And the second that we put a game together is the day that you'll see that we actually have the potential to win the Big 12 championship, and more to come from that.
Love it, man.
That was a great answer.
It was a great answer.
Thank you. I got media trained by Neely.
You're usually on the field already when Ralphie runs, aren't you?
Second half, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Are you ready to see the new Ralphie?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I got like a little sneak peek post practice yesterday, and like she can run.
Yes.
This one can run, so I'm excited.
That's awesome.
I'm very excited. Yeah.
Love it, man. We'll let you go.
All right. Sounds
Appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate you.
Alejandro Mata, kicker for the Colorado Buffs. Good luck to
Who are we cheering for in the Aussie rules tonight?
Collingwood.
All right.
Collingwood?
That's my team.
All right. Hell yeah. Let's go.
My team because it's Mark's team. That's the only reason.
And his 4-in-1 shampoo.
All right. We got to take
It's
a
hair
break.
gel as well.
All right. Let's take a break.
Oh, yeah. We're a little late on that, huh?
Yep.
What have you been doing, man?
You know what? I've just been sitting here minding my business, smiling and waving. Yep. Shout out to the homies over at Kerrs Light. Oh, man, the Kerrs Lights are going to be flowing. They're going to hit tomorrow, especially when you see that Ralphie run. There might be Kerrs Light in the air, thrown up in the air after that moment. But if you are not able to make it to the tailgate in Folsom Field, where there will be plenty of Kerrs Lights for consumption, head on over to the DNVR bar. They're going to have a bunch of Buffs fans hanging out, just a bunch of people hanging out watching college football all day, too. So make the most out of the times you choose to chill. Choose Kerrs Light. Get it delivered straight to your door when you visit KerrsLight.com/DNVR. Celebrate responsibly. Kerrs Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado beer.
So after you drink a bunch of Kerrs Lights at the tailgate, and then you drink a couple more in the stadium, and the Buffs get a big win, and you're heading back to your car with your designated driver.
Of course.
And you're starving. Nothing is going to hit like a Buffs box. Like it's gonna be late.
Yeah.
It's just get in there, tell that DD, take me to Taco Bell and get me a Buffs box.
DD, take
please.
me to TB.
Yes, exactly. I will buy you a Buffs box because they're so cheap we can each have one and enjoy it because it includes what do we got? CGC.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've got
Doritos
Locos Taco,
5-layer?
5-layer burrito, cinnamon twist, and a large drink for $7. It's unbeatable. It's unbeatable.
Can't beat that.
And hopefully we get a big donation from Taco Bell tomorrow because they are donating $1,000 to the Golden Buffalo Scholarship Fund for every Buffs touchdown this year. Go Buffs and live Moss at Taco Bell.
Hell yeah.
I had one yesterday.
Buffs box?
Had a Buffs box yesterday, right after the show.
We got him. Jake, we got him, bro.
We did. We got it. It was only a matter of time. We knew it was going to happen.
Let me speak as a big boy for a second. Tell you about the Buff Box.
Oh, Lord.
Whoa. You know it's enough because of the pricing. See, I'm going to tell you what big boys do.
Okay.
When you get to that drive-through window, you know if it costs like $1 or $2, you need 3 or 4 of them. But the Buff Box at $7, you're like, you know what? The one is going to be enough.
Yeah.
What is going to be enough?
One's
And
gonna be enough.
you could like, you know how there's like girl math?
Yes.
You could like big boy math it and be like, well, I mean, I would normally spend like 14 here, so I
let me
can
get
add
a
on a
Buff
couple more. We get this chicken quesadilla,
There you go.
maybe a little
Decades
steak grilled
menu?
cheese burrito, Decades menu, double decker taco.
Let me tell you the true signs of big boy to drive through.
Okay.
When you're on the phone and you mute it or put them on hold so they can't hear your order.
Okay.
Because you're embarrassed how much you're ordering. But you're still
This
going
is
to order
just
it.
between me and
You're
the person
still
on
going
the
to
other
order it. Well, I pulled up one day, big boy style. Get the bag. And I said, damn, I know this is too much. How did I know?
Because you felt the weight of the
No.
bag?
They put two.
She put 4 sets of utensils in it. Like, this is not for 4 people.
She thought this was a family pack. No, once you be able to drive, like, oh, let me put you on hold for a second. Let me order this food real quick. Let me order this food real quick.
I never ate worse than when I lived alone in Boulder. I had a little 215 square foot apartment, and there's just like no one to worry about judging you.
Yeah.
So you just eat whatever you want.
And how you want.
Yep.
I should have said this when Mata was here. The running joke I had with Mate, the original Mate, started at this team hotel. We get done with the show last year, walk out there, team is already eating, and Mate has his pizza and cookies just on the table, not on the plate. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dude, this is not the fucking Outback. We're
Even do that at
civilized.
Outback. That's like
crawfish
a
boil.
picnic thing. Yeah.
It's just, he was eating off the table.
Hey,
They do
Shout
it
out to
differently
Mate.
down there.
They do
it how
it
you
differently
live.
down under.
I want to circle back to Coach Helow because that was great.
Yeah.
And we've had him on, I don't know, 5-6 times at this point. He's usually like very jovial and laid back, and he's a serious guy who obviously really knows ball. But he lighthearted, I would
Yes.
say, when
Yeah.
he was honest.
Totally.
Not this time.
No, he's all
See the way
business.
you walked in?
He walked in, yes, angrily.
I mean, when you were talking about, joking with him, like, people were talking about we need to end the show after he was like, we got to win football games. Versus
we
that,
got to
like,
have a better defense.
right.
Or something.
Or yeah, for sure, something along those lines, and that tell you how locked in he is. I mean, this is the defensive run game coordinator for this team, and this defense has had some struggles. You kind of alluded to it. You asked him about it, and I love that he's taking accountability. Like, he's not messing around with what's going on right now. He realizes the opportunity that's in front of this team and this defense and his defensive end group this week. Like, this is a great opportunity to get back in the win column, to build some momentum, to build some consistency, to take this team, as they head into the real full Big 12 slate. So I agree. You were right on it. Like, the sense of urgency was very noticeable in his voice. And
Like, the sense of urgency was so palpable that I felt like I needed to let him go. Like, he needed to go do something.
Right. No,
He probably does.
He's awesome, man. I mean, we talk about the NFL experience on this staff, but in terms of George Helow's experience, just the coaching staffs that he's been on, who he's coached under, who he's kind of had mentor him, man. Like,
Winners.
how can you not
Winners.
just listen to everything that guy says and take it all in if you're a player?
And it's something I've said on post-game shows like before, because that kind of attitude just permeates through the staff. If you think we're mad,
Oh, I'm sure.
like if you think you're pissed off, like they are, like, because losing is not part of their makeup. And one of the things I love about this accountability mantra that's the past 7 days or so has been that it starts at the top. And you'll have a Rob Livingston standing in front of the defense, talking to the defense in front of the entire team, and he will put the 2 plays up and say, those 2 are on me. I put y'all in a bad spot, and it will never happen again. Now let's go to what y'all did. All right, let's look at yours, Scott. Let's look at yours. Like, this is not just picking on one guy, one situation. It is everybody saying, we got to fix this. Because I tell you this, man, Wyoming coming to town, right? Not a conference game, right? Big 12 conference goals are still on the table. But damn, what a must-win game to not be a must-win game. Like, you got to win this game.
Totally. 100%. You have to. This has to be a statement game for the team. I mean, especially after the letdown in the opener for the conference last week. I mean, there's no point of return after this game. This is where you have to figure it out.
Well, and when the schedule came out, it felt kind of weird. Like, go to Houston, start conference play, and come back out of it. Now I'm kind of relieved because we expect them to beat Wyoming tomorrow. Had you beat Wyoming last week and then gone into Houston and had the same result this week, it would feel worse. Mm-hmm. You kind of have a chance to
because you see what's ahead of you.
Yes, you have a home game now against an opponent from a lesser conference to flush that one with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because speaking of that kind of scenario, the way the schedule flows, of course, Coach Prime has said from the jump street, our goal this year is get to Dallas, Big 12 championship. We got to get there. Here's the other. Come on, remember. Here's the other reality in that. You want to go to a bowl game, and that takes 6 wins. Mm-hmm. And Wyoming may not be a conference game, but it is a game that you got to have it to get to 6.
100%, man.
And I love how at the end there too, Mata was like, we got to play a complete game, and that's gonna show people what this team is fully capable of, which is competing for a Big 12 championship. And that's something I wrote about too in our roundtable today. Like, offensively, like, we got to see a complete game.
Yes.
And I feel like it's been a while since they've seen that offense, defense, special teams, all 3 phases kind of locked in and, putting their best foot forward. So I think, like I said, obviously tomorrow's a great opportunity for everybody to see that.
100%.
Speaking of complete games and where it starts at, it's going to start in the middle of the field at linebacker.
Yes,
and we
sir.
got one that is joining us, my man, my homeboy from Mississippi.
From the SIP.
No doubt.
As Coach Prime calls him, Face Rain. Bring him up on Face Rain. What's going on, Big Rich?
How you doing?
What's good, Reggie? How you feeling,
up,
bro?
Reg?
How
Good
y'all
to see you.
feeling, man?
Doing
I'm
good. Doing good.
Yeah.
Scotty?
Yeah, bro. One of the first things that DJ said this week when we talked to him about, tomorrow's game in Wyoming was a fast start. How important do you think a fast start is for this defense in particular, right? That's didn't really have it last week, didn't really have it the week before, but did kind of have it in week 1, and you guys saw some success early.
So I'm gonna say us starting fast, man, has been a thing since we've been here in Colorado. Man, when we come out and we play fast and we trust each other, man, it's good. It's a good thing on side of the football when we play defense, man. Yeah,
Definitely.
Just this game with Wyoming, I mean, they're obviously going to try to run the football again. I mean, in the Big 12, that's just what you're going to have to face. Just how do you think you guys, have, learned in those first 3 games now? What can you take into this game and apply to, kind of improve on some of those areas?
I'm gonna say most definitely, like y'all just mentioned, us starting fast, man. Like I said, we've been building our chemistry up early on this season with us having, the transfers that we got on side of the defense. We got the ballers, we got the talent. It's just like you just said, man, us starting fast and trusting the brother on side of us to do his job. And man, when we do that, can't nobody stop us.
You talk about that trust. I was talking to JB early in the week, and I was asking him about the linebackers in the room and what they uniquely bring to the table to help complete this room. And he talked about your sideline to sideline ability, that you can count on Reggie, that he's going to get there. What is it about this linebacker group and y'all's rotation that give y'all the confidence to communicate and work well together?
I'm going to just say, man, us trusting each other, man. We know, like you just said, we know what our brothers bring to the table. All of us got different skill sets, and we bring different things to the table. JB, I'm going to say that JB is a good downhill linebacker, in the box. He got good vision as far as reading his keys and getting downhill, being physical on blockers and stuff like that. So, me as well, I'm a physical linebacker as well, but I think I excel a little more like he just mentioned with the sideline to sideline skill set. Like when I see the ball, man, like I said, I take pride in those type of things. It should be no reason, me as a linebacker, I shouldn't be getting to that rock when the ball is snapped.
Most definitely. You mentioned just in that first answer, I think maybe your second one, you were talking about when y'all start fast and y'all all get on the same page, like y'all are damn near unstoppable as a defense, even as a team with all the talent in-house. How close do you guys feel like you are to, realizing that potential kind of as a defense and getting all on the same page, all 11, rocking together in the same way?
I'm going to say this, man. It's a common goal, of course, between us all. When all 11 of us is on the field, we all have one common goal. I'm going to say that us, somebody stepping up to take on the role as a leader and being that vocal leader and that spark for our defense, like we needed somebody to embrace that role and get us going. And that from that aspect. But man, like I said, we got one common goal when we on that field, and that's to get the ball back to the offense and create turnover and negative plays. When we do that, man, that energy is just contagious and it spreads throughout the team. Like y'all just mentioned, all three phases of the game is just as important as another. So once we do that, man, we start fast. Nobody, like I just said, nobody can mess with us.
Do you feel like a couple of guys have kind of emerged as kind of that vocal leader that you're talking about that this defense is kind of looking for and needs?
Most definitely, man. I'm going to say myself, Martavius French, and Taufik Bayard. Yeah. Guys like Ben Fennesis, who been here, he's definitely Ben is a big leader here. Definitely. But it's different for him because he's comfortable with the coaches in.
Right.
Like, he already got his resume, so. Yeah. Guys like us, like I said, we transfer, so we got to come in and kind of earn our stripes first and lead by example before we can take on that role of being a vocal leader.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Reggie, you've already run out of the tunnel twice, at a Colorado home game. This time it's going to be a little bit different, just with Ralphie being back before. Just how excited are you for that?
Yeah, man. So that's kind of crazy that you mentioned that. Early on this season, when I seen that we didn't have him coming out, I kind of was a little disappointed because I was looking forward to that. I never had a true, I always seen mascots and stuff like that, but a real actual live animal, like I never seen. I was looking forward to that, so I'm excited about that one.
That's dope. Folsom's gonna go crazy tomorrow when that
happens.
So
The fans here at Folsom, man, and boy, it's crazy. Yeah, I love it.
Reg, one of the things we've been talking about this show, Coach Helow was on, Mata was on, about this word for this week being accountability. For you as a player, and I know you're used to coaches, coaching to the players, you did this, you did that, but when you see a Coach Prime or specifically your defense coordinator, Coach Rob Livingston, stand up in front of his group and own where they messed up too, and not to put you guys in that position again. How does that motivate you as a player to know that you have a coach that's holding themselves accountable as well?
That just goes to show you, man, that you got a coach that got your back. And we practice what we preach here, so it'll be kind of hypocritical for you to be expecting, what you expecting out of a player and setting us to this certain standard and not doing it yourself as well. So I believe that right there goes under the respect aspect for me. Like, I think that's a respect thing from players to coaches to see them holding themselves to the same standard that they hold us to. That's a respect thing for me. So that's big time.
You've obviously been at a couple of different places in your college career playing football and whatnot. How cool is it for you to come here and there be a handful of guys from Mississippi, from your home state, on the roster, right? I know Zarian, Xavier, Big Zai as well. This guy right here as well from this. How just cool is that?
We're going to count Tate from Memphis.
From a comfortability standpoint. How cool is that?
Big Otis too, Jaheim. He from the SEAL too.
I knew it was a few more, yeah.
To see us, man, being in the position we are, to have this opportunity in front of us, all us being from Mississippi, man, I'm proud. I'm proud of us, man. Yeah, I'm just to keep it simple. I'm proud of all of us.
Most definitely.
Yes, sir.
We had Coach Helow in here, and we asked him about Alex McPherson, who's obviously kind of made quite an impact. Just what have you seen from the young bull?
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to be honest, like early on in camp, it was more so me, like I was paying more attention I was more detailed on what the things that I could do better. Not saying that I wasn't paying attention to Alex, like I know his skill set and things like that, but once he was able to get his opportunity to show it in a game situation and get on the field and how he came out fast and did the things he did, man, that was awesome. Like that, and that's gonna be good for this D-line room. Him, being a freshman, he got a lot of years left to play. That's gonna be good coming back, having that momentum from his first year.
How much does that push you guys when you see like a young player like that really making an impact only a few months in?
the same. I mean, it's the same as any of my brothers I see when they make plays, man. It fires me up the same way. But like you just said, most definitely him being a young player and getting that fire early on, man, is definitely inspiring to a guy. Because I know what it takes to be good at this level. And, yeah, he got what it takes.
Yesterday at practice, we'll let you get ready to wrap up on this one, man. I know you got some meetings to get to, but
Yeah.
last night at practice, you had a couple of moments where you and Coach Hart could exchange a big smile because it worked right and you got it right. What does it feel like when that happens, when the rubber meets the road and that execution performance, everything clicks the way it's supposed to click?
I think that goes back to what we were saying earlier, man. Trusting yourself, trusting my coaching, and not thinking about it, man. I know what I'm doing out there, so when I get just playing confident and trusting our game plan and what we got, man, playing full speed, and when I do that, good things happen. Yes, sir.
Look, you heard it from Reggie Hughes, Tunica, Mississippi. All I got is one thing to say, Scotty. Jake, break it down on face right.
Hey, appreciate you, Reggie.
I appreciate y'all too, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
good luck,
Have
man.
a good game tomorrow, man.
Ball out, my boy.
All right.
Yeah, that was perfect.
I know. I seen if he was going to catch it.
Hey, appreciate you, bro. Thank
Good
you.
stuff, bro. I'll see you tomorrow. Hell yeah.
There's Reggie Hughes. Appreciate him for coming on. We got to take another break.
Did he get like 9 tackles? Like he's had a couple of games. I know we played 3
yeah.
games. He's got like 8, 9 tackles in the game.
No, didn't he lead them in the GT game?
I think he
Wasn't
did.
that him?
He's second on the team in tackles right now. 18 through 3 games, averaging 6 a game.
Well, Taufik is leading the team. He had, 14 last week or something ridiculous?
Career high, 14
Yeah,
tackles
crazy.
last week.
Ready, Alyssa? Can y'all behave yourselves, please? Chat.
Dang, I forgot my water bottle over there.
And it's like it's a long way away.
What?
Okay, thank you, Alyssa.
Shout out to our friends.
Over at Bet365, man. Y'all already know the deal with Bet365, man. We are in thick of football season, the NFL season, college football, a big college football, an exciting college football slate on tomorrow. And y'all need to get on the action with our friends over at Bet365, especially because of the early payout offer. You're a winner if your team goes up by 17 points. An instant payout on those straight bets and parlay selections. They're marked as winners. They go up 17 points no matter what happens the rest of the game. You got that bread in your account. You are a winner. Download the app. Use code DNVR365 when you sign up, because new customers now get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5, win or lose. Sign up, use that code DNVR365, deposit $10 and place a bet for $5 to get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses. Bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, player props, futures, and more. So whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. You must be 21 plus and physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. Shout out to Bet365.
And also shout out to our friends over at Ant Credit Union. They are the largest credit union in Colorado. Go to a credit union, man. Don't go to a bank. They're going to take care of you, take care of your money. They're not going to try and gouge you on rates and all that stuff. They're going to treat you like a person, not a number. Also, you can get in on that Broncos checking account, get that sweet Broncos branded debit card. Plus, you get 10% off food and gear on game days at Mile High. And it also enters you for a chance to win tickets to a Broncos game. If you're ready to bank like a Bronco, head on over to ent.com/DNVR. That's ent.com/DNVR. To learn more, insured by NCUA, membership required, account requires associated Ent Broncos debit card.
And real quick shout out to, where did it go? Jordan in the comments.
Shout out, Jordan.
On a day when everyone is losing their minds in there, he just came and said, yo, I love you guys, man. We love you too,
bro.
Love you, brother.
His follow-up was even cooler. Did you see that?
Yep. He said, I'm a college student, but once I get the money to come out there, I can't wait to meet you guys. We
Make
can't
it
wait to
happen.
have you
Pull up squad.
at a tailgate, man, hanging out.
Jake, before we pivot, can I go back to an ad for a second? Take it from old Unc. There's a couple things feel great in life that you just can't beat.
Okay.
New contact lenses,
Haven't had that experience, but sure.
new underwear,
Have had that experience.
and when that early payout happens on Bet365, it's like you
Couldn't have
just,
said it better.
it's like, dude, I need that in my life. When you get that
Needed
notification,
Yep.
the day is, oh man, nothing can happen to derail the day.
Especially if it's a game that like you don't really care about the teams. Like you can just
You're
stop
not even
following
watching.
it.
Yeah.
Like I'm good.
Ding.
I'm
Oh, what's
good.
that?
You're
I got paid.
Yeah. Facts.
Love it.
Hell yeah. Are we good on guests? Can we go to prime players?
Yeah, that was the final.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, those are the 3 commits. Pollock could pop up, but those were the 3.
He's
who
always welcome. He
confirmed.
knows that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll ask this in the form of a question when we do our prime players.
Okay,
Shout out to Reggie though.
for sure, man. Ready, Alyssa?
Base rank.
All right, prime players. We'll start on the offensive side of the ball. Who wants to go first?
I don't know if I've gone first year. Have I gone first this year?
No, you can go first.
You should do it.
I'll go first this time. And man, I've been saying like track hawk like every game, I think. And I said, man, Helow mentioned it because he saw me watching them. I was watching the tight ends and the D ends do their work together this week. And that's why I'm going with the tight end for offensive player. Man, give me Zach, man.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Loved hearing from Zach on the podium this week.
I totally based it on nothing but the work I saw.
Yeah.
This isn't some gimmick plays I've been seeing in practice. So this is totally based on like they working their asses off. And how does work not lead to success?
He's hungry.
Hungry. Give me Zach.
And he's got that connection with him and K-Salt, too.
I'll go last.
I'll go then.
Go ahead.
I'm going to take Simeon Price. I think that he's emerging as, really the best all-around running back on this football team right now. His ability, of course, ripping off runs like he did last week, but in pass pro, catching the football, and just being that reliable, like, senior dude in the backfield. I think that we really have only just scratched the surface on what he can do on the football field, and I hope he gets fully unleashed and gets 10-plus, at least, touches this weekend.
I love that pick quite a bit. I almost
I'm
picked
sure
it
you
myself.
do. Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Almost picked it myself.
Should have been quicker.
But I went with another running back, if you want to call him a running back, because he's really just a weapon. That's DeKalen Taylor, a.k.a. Track Hawk. He didn't get in the end zone last week, and that's not a normality. He's going to get into the box against Wyoming tomorrow, whether it be a rushing touchdown or receiving touchdown, or maybe even a special teams punt return touchdown, because it's a matter of time. I'm telling y'all right now, it's a matter of time before DeKalen Taylor returns a kick or a punt for a touchdown, and it might happen tomorrow. Give me Track Hawk.
You know how what's that show? Wheel of Fortune gives you some letters.
Yeah.
Track hawk is always just one of my letters.
No, for sure.
Like he is automatic. It's gonna happen. The man who wants to go last.
I'm going to start with a question for you, Unc, and then my pick will be obvious, but it's okay. So yesterday we talked a lot about Caden, and we mostly talked about the quote that Coach Prime had on the coaches show, essentially saying he wants to see more leadership from the quarterback position and consistency. And then I kind of felt like we took heat for using educated opinions as to what that could mean. What does Coach Prime mean with that? And this goes back to a conversation we had all the way back in the spring, I think, when we were talking about a quarterback position. You talked about all of the things off the field. So
a lot of them.
Before I give my pick, I want your perspective on what Coach Prime means by that.
This is going to be a cryptic answer, but it's really just flat out ask the truth. Like he means what he says. And leadership is everything for him. Leadership is not did you just come for breakfast when you're on time? Did you go to weigh-in? After breakfast, before you go to the team meeting, you have to stop in the restroom and do the urine test to report your hydration. Did you do that? Or did you have to get up and run back and go do it? Every little thing matters for Coach Prime, but particularly at the quarterback position, because that is the default de facto leader of the team. And you can't have exceptions there. And we got to keep in mind, take last name out of it. Look at the standard that Shador was. So that's in his head, his being Coach Prime's head. Like, that's what you got to, fair or unfair, life.
He knows what it's supposed to look like.
That's what it's got to look like.
Yeah.
And he's going to, what even Shiloh will call manufactured adversity. He's going to do some things to make leadership qualities emerge in somebody when he believes in them. Like, it's going to happen. And I think that's what you see manifested there. But again, that's not just in the quarterback room.
Yeah.
A lot of times people ask, oh, man, why isn't this guy playing? Because every little thing matters, and there's something that wasn't happening that he needed to see happen. And once he sees it happen, you're going to be on the field.
Is that really a Shiloh quote?
Swear to God.
Manufacture adversity? That's kind of hilarious.
Dude, yeah. I could tell you the day it happened. It was like last year, summer 1. We're up there on Franklin, and you got 10 gassers. Somebody messed up, now we got 11.
Right.
Well, somebody messed up, and now we got 12. And Shiloh was next to me. He go like, man, I've been dealing with my dad all my life. Didn't nobody jump. He's just manufacturing adversity.
That's hilarious.
Like,
It's
he's
so
just-
true, though.
He
It's
is
true.
just
He
taking
does
us
do
through
that.
something.
Yep.
So we'll be on. He said, if we just go ahead and do it, like
Yeah,
we'll be
yeah.
fine. But the more we fight each other, point fingers,
Yeah.
he gonna add another one. It's just manufactured adversity. So to you and your pick, I think
With all that being said, give me Caden Salter, man. What an opportunity for him. And I've mentioned it a few times this week, but it's got to be a huge relief for him to get this opportunity again, that we expect him to start the football game for this team. But also a word that's popped up a lot on the show, sense of urgency.
Yep.
Like, I think he's going to approach this game with a real sense of urgency, and I think that he's going to play in a way that makes there no question about who should be the quarterback moving forward. And I'm really excited to watch it because he has an ability to be an electric football player for this team and really make plays that no one else can.
You know, I'm sitting here looking at the list, right? In the chronological order that they came in. I didn't pick it because you picked it. Like, I agree with you.
For sure.
Agree with you 100% on everything you said.
Last question I have about Caden. Do you feel like the Coach Prime style of trying to get that out of him is working?
I'm going to change the ing to ed. It has worked. Yeah, it is. It's no longer in the process or the progress. It has worked. It has worked for the rest of the team. You know, because you got to understand, man, when an example is made, everybody sees it. Like, and everybody knows, well, damn, if they do it to RK, what he'll do to me. You know, so it's a ripple effect.
That's why Andre always writes me up at work.
It's a ripple effect of intended consequences. So here's another thing about Coach Prime that folks don't grasp as we get ready to go to the rest of our list. Smart, tough, fast, disciplined character. He's not going to put a player in a position to fail at exhibiting one of those traits or all of those traits. If Scotty is carrying himself in a manner that is not disciplined or smart, why would I put you for the world to see? That's only going to hurt you.
Right.
So, like, we got to get you ready for the stage the best you can be and show the world that. And he's been doing that since Jackson State. Like, that's his mantra. Is like, no, that guy is not ready for this moment or that moment. And
We saw
I
it
ain't
with
seen him miss
Cormani.
yet. Yes, I was going to say, I ain't seen him miss yet.
Yeah.
Like, his discernment is off the charts, man. He gets it.
All right, let's
Love
move
that.
on.
Guess it's back on me for defense? Or
Go for it. Yeah, sure.
You got it.
All the reasons that you said that Wyoming players were going to come in here to play because so many from Colorado. Folsom Field at night.
New Ralphie.
Ralphie back. New Ralphie. Gotta have it. Gotta stop the run. Give me Arden Walker. Homeboy.
I like that.
303.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
I'll go next. Give me DJ McKinney.
Gooder.
I believe that this defense is going to be able to put this team in passing situations on third downs. I believe that Alexander McPherson and Arden Walker and Keaton Wade and those guys are going to be able to cause chaos in the backfield.
Yeah.
And I believe that Caden Anderson will give DJ McKinney a chance to get his hands on the ball, and I believe that DJ McKinney will execute that opportunity.
I love that reverse engineering. That was strong.
I'm going to stay in the secondary, and I'm going to go with somebody that our guy Reggie Hughes just mentioned in terms of one of those guys who have already emerged as one of the vocal leaders on this team. It's Ben Finiseth.
Dog.
You know, had a peanut punch against Delaware. I think he might do it again. I think he might force another turnover, another fumble here on tomorrow, I guess, on Saturday against Wyoming. And this is somebody who, 14 tackles through 3 games. He has been kind of a mainstay in that secondary, and I think earned his keep and his right to stay out there with this, the starting defense. So I like Big Ben 10, a.k.a. Wilo, to make a big play.
That was
my
like a
defensive
watch.
player of the
Like
game.
Ben,
I know,
Ben
right?
10. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Used to be a cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm picking.
Shiloh and Wilo.
Shiloh and Wilo.
I'm picking Tawfiq Bayard.
ain't mad at
He's just
that.
like
Yep.
Cam Sumlin Craig, man. He's the spark plug of the
2.0.
defense. He's going to be all over the field. I want to see him get his hands on a football. I hope it's an interception, but I think that we've only really seen him around the line of scrimmage making an impact on the game.
He had a PBU last week. It's
That is
nasty
true.
PBU.
That is true. But I think that, they're going to have opportunities to make plays on the football in this game.
Yeah.
And they're going to need him rolling downhill as well. So Tawfiq Bayard.
He has played the 10th most snaps on this team defensive wise,
And hasn't started 2 games.
and leads the team in tackles.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude, y'all remember early on during fall camp when I would tell folks out there, stop worrying about starting.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the reps are going to catch up. And he's a perfect example of whether it's injury, not being prepared, whatever it is, when you get your moment,
Yeah.
the starting didn't matter. Like you got more reps. Love it.
Next, dark horse.
I want to point out now on my dark horse, we turned these in before we knew our guests. I'm not going to belabor the point, Reggie Hughes. When I look at the tackles that he's gotten in the games that he's played, I got to go with him in a game like this.
They're going to need him. He needs to have a big game. He has a big game. Colorado wins this football game.
I really liked what he said about trusting himself, trusting his coaching, trusting his preparation, and just going out there and playing. I think that'll go a long, long way.
Hell yeah. I'm going real dark horse. I think I might have the most sleeperish dark horse. The
darkest horse.
The darkest horse.
Wow.
See, I tried not to say
I got
that.
these 2 Hispanic brothers.
I'm going with Hakeem Williams. We haven't heard his name a ton the last couple of weeks. I think his best game was week 1 when Caden was obviously starting, and I think that was part of my reason here. I think Caden and Hakeem have a nice connection. Obviously, Hakeem's going to be out there a lot in terms of
I like it.
just he's going to be out there on the field, and I think he's going to get the opportunities, whether it be in the screen game, in the short game, hopefully in the vertical passing game as well. But Hakeem is one of those dudes where he can take a slant or a screen or a hitch to the crib and turn it into a big play. And I think
You watched the Houston game, and you saw a couple times he was missed.
Sure did.
Oh, yep.
Sure did. And I think they did too in terms of this team, this Colorado football team. I think they saw that as well. There's opportunities out there, and I think Hakeem's going to capitalize on at least one of them.
I love that.
This might be the last time anyone gets to pick this guy in dark horse. I'm going Alexander McPherson.
It already was the last time.
He played only 25 snaps last week.
Bullshit pick.
He played 25 snaps last week. He didn't start.
He might be a top 5 best player on the
This is
team.
a guy that we had to stop for picking Shador Travis.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, bro literally is on our headline for this show. So, I mean, I don't know how sleeper bro is, but I'm with you because obviously I was going to go there too, so I ain't even tripping for real.
Top 5
Sorry
player on
about
the
that.
team.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
You didn't have to change, by the way.
Somebody said you got the best picks. You got the best picks. You know, I got to agree. You really cooked today, bro.
You didn't have to change yours. You really didn't.
My dark horse is Jordan Seaton.
Oh, please.
That's a good one.
I'm going.
There's just something about that guy. Left tackle.
It's like the way he
Nobody
plays,
talks
man.
about him,
He's
but
just
I just see something with that guy.
plays the game the right way. I'm going with Q for 6.
No, good one.
And
Big play.
I think it's either going to be kind of like Scotty was talking about with DeKalen Taylor, either on a return or a play that's designed to get the ball in his hands, like a jet sweep or something. I'm looking forward to seeing him play. I think that he's an explosive play waiting to happen.
Yep.
And if I remember correctly, Coach Prime mentioned him on the Coach's Show as a guy that they have to get the rock a little bit more.
Yep.
So that bodes well for my pick.
I love that pick, man. And to underscore that, Coach Prime has been on that heavy this week since Houston is like, we have got to do a better job of getting the ball to the guys who make plays. And that's your track off. That's your Q for 6. That's a king. Like, there's certain guys out there that when they get it, they do something with it. And he's doubled down on making sure they get the touches.
I love what he said about Q in the Coach's Show. That he was like, this young man had 2,000 receiving yards in one season down there in Texas.
In Texas.
He's been listening to Juju.
That's true. For real. But it's like, he was like, he knows what to do with the football. And he's absolutely right.
gotta
I
give
hope
it
we
to
get
him.
to see it. Facts.
There you go. There's prime players for week 4. I cannot believe we were already in week 4.
You guys know ball, man.
Hell yeah.
Some would say,
I like being around y'all.
some would say we know Bell even too.
Yes. Bing.
Anything else before we get to Super Chats?
Let's get to him.
Sneezes have an odor.
I'm pissed I couldn't ask Mata or Reggie that, or even Coach Helow. He would
I
look
was-
at me crazy if I
Shit,
asked
didn't even
Helow.
think
I
about
was
it.
not in the mood for that shit.
But I should have asked Mata or Reggie.
I was about
Damn
to
it.
ask Mata when we were talking about hygiene, and then the conversation strayed elsewhere.
All right.
Y'all to ask Hilo that shit. Like, these laptops are over there, table flipped over.
You ever smelled a sneeze?
Yo, I'm sorry, what?
All right. We got to get out of here. So,
Jet ski.
first up, we
That's
got
true. We do have to get out of
Crash
here.
Like,
Out or
kind of
Cash Out.
literally.
No, literally. Like, we got to get out of here. First up, Crasher Crash Out says, can you guys ask him, have they cleared up the running back / quarterback responsibility issues with the DNs and linebackers?
Oh, that was to Hilo?
That was
I
directed
guess
at
so.
Hilo, yeah.
The answer would be yes. They worked on that this week.
There
Yes.
you go. Don Peasy, shout out Don Peasy. He goes, Coach Hilo says everyone is held accountable right now, and I agree. However, is Ralphie taking accountability for not being ready to help jumpstart the season? The curse is real. Hashtag get us right, Ralphie. Appreciate you,
It's
Peasy.
not Ralphie's fault that she wasn't ready.
Peasy again. Mate 2 is the best punter in the nation, and Mata Khalifa is the most accurate kicker in CU history. CU football is really the standard of global excellence. Hell yeah. Love that.
Global excellence.
Last one from Travis says, next time y'all have Mata on, ask him about the new $62 million football field here in Buford, Georgia. Much love to the Quad Pod. Salter will cook. Appreciate you, man.
I refer to that high school stadium as the house that Mata built.
Facts. Not for him.
Yeah.
You
I
were
mean,
just-
you don't get to enjoy the spoils, you know. Sure. Like you take the program to the heights where it can get them, and then you're gone. So, shout out to Buford, that new stadium.
Totally. All right, we got to get out of here. You know where to find us.
Like literally.
Yes, no,
we
yeah.
We gotta
have
get out
a
here.
time limit of how long we can be in this room, and
Yeah.
we are at the end of it.
So we'll be back for post game tomorrow, and we'll see y'all then. Let's go Buffs.
Let's go Buffs, baby.
We all silly like the mayor.